Hi, I'm Raymond van Barneveld and you're watching Behind the Bar with Paul Starr.
Welcome to Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, brought to you by William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. Steve, the Bomber Brown, good weekend in Butlin, Steve?
Brilliant, as always.
It's good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Premier League, week 11, Aberdeen. First game on, we went for Chizzy, standout price we thought, but Taylor, a proper Phil Taylor, turns up. He wins 7-3, he was banging the 180s, 5 of those. Chizzy started off a 1-8 check and hit a 140 check, but it wasn't enough, and Phil took the 2 points.
Yeah, obviously we noticed previously that Phil's been sort of speeding his throw up almost. But I think he must have watched our show the previous week and learnt a few lessons from us. And he had his natural throw back and he's just ran away with it.
He did. Second game on, we tipped it even money. Adrian Lewis makes it 3 wins on the bounce. Now that's just good for Adrian. He's pushing himself. He's got a chance of finals night now. He wins 7-2 against Bunting, and yeah, quite comfortable really.
Yeah, considering he was almost at the competition 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's obviously survived on survival night, and for him to make a late push for the top 4 is a reality.
Yeah, and my nap of Gary Anderson there in front of what should we say, an ecstatic Scottish crowd there in Aberdeen, 6-6. But Gary's first 3 darts were 180. He was 6-2 down. Wadey's hit a 170 check. Gary had missed a couple of doubles, but he comes back from 6-2. He gets the draw, and that was a high standard game against James.
It was. Obviously, James took an early lead. I think Gary's kicked off at a 180. I think James backed it up at a 180. It was a great start from James. So that would have given confidence, and perhaps come the end, James would have been disappointed just not to have won that game.
Yeah, and then, the tips, Steve, 4-1 we tipped it up. Michael van Gerwen 3, Raymond van Barneveld 7. We said it, 7 out of 12 on the doubles for Barney. He won 5 out of the last 6 legs against Michael, and then Michael suffers his first defeat of this year's Premier League.
Yeah, we did call it last week, and Raymond's coming to a nice bit of form. His confidence is really high, beating Phil, now Michael van Gerwen. We knew Michael he's had a few issues off the hockey, which probably played a part in that match.
Yeah, and last game on, amazing, of course, with Stephen Bunting 6, Phil Taylor 6. It looked like Taylor was going to win it all over. The Bombers banker, God, you weren't far away. You went 3-1 for Stephen. Phil was 5-2 up. Taylor, he missed 10 match doubles. I can't believe I would ever say that. Stephen missed 6 to snatch the draw, but he gets there in the end on a big double one. Nice work, Mr. Bunting.
That big double one for Steve could cost Phil a place in finals night. Yeah,
it could do, because it's tight. Because we look at the league table. And realistically, I mean, Michael's there. He's played 11. He's got 18 points. Chisnell played 12, got 17. Anderson played 11, 14. Taylor played 12. Lewis played 11. He's won the last 3, 11 points. Wade's played 12. He's got 10. Barney's played 11. He got 10. Bunting played 12, got 8. But the amazing thing about that, Raymond van Barneveld in the last 5 weeks has beat Taylor twice, Michael van Gerwen once, and he's had a draw with Gary Anderson. So that's the league table after week number 11. And happy to say, ladies and gentlemen, we've been joined over the interweb by the Bullet, Stephen Bunting. Okay, Stephen, well, thanks for joining us. So, Thursday, you're in Cardiff, first game on against Gary Anderson. How'd you feel?
I feel really good, to be honest. Obviously, last week was a bit of a nervous one against Phil. And I had a dreadful first game against Adrian, but I feel like my form's slowly coming back. I think I've rediscovered a bit of form against Phil there, and my scoring was going in and my doubles went in the end, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Do you think it's just a matter of time, Steve? Obviously, you've got a new setup now, the new target darts. Do you think it's just a bit of just building confidence with the new setup?
I think so, yeah. From the moment I received them darts off target, they were flying. I feel really, really comfortable with them in my hands, and I'm averaging 110 to 120 in the garage. So it's only a matter of time, I think, before I take that form onto the big stage.
Yeah,
it's been a bit strange this year because of obviously the crowds and everything, and it's really, really nerve-wracking when you get up there. But slowly, week by week, I'm getting more and more used to it.
And that's going to help you in the majors as well, isn't it? Obviously, every time you go to Blackpool or the World Championships, I mean, having that experience of and playing sometimes hostile crowds as well can only put you in good stead.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, people seem to forget that this is only me second season in the PDC, and obviously off the back of a really good last season, everyone's out to get me this season. They know a bit more about me and they know how to play me. So yeah, it's all part of the learning process. But no, I'm just enjoying it. It's not a 1 year plan. It's a 20-year plan, and to be in the Premier League on my first season is amazing, really.
And how relieved were you to hit that double one against? I mean, because he's missed 10 match darts and you've missed 6, and nobody wanted it, but you got there in the end. That's a way to grab a point. My word.
Oh yeah, I'm totally I'm made up that I got that double one and ended up with a point. I mean, at the end of the day, I think I was way behind, and I took a 1-3-2 out to get it back to 5-all, and then he broke me, and I was thinking, oh, not again. But it's been the story of my Premier League. My scoring's been not too bad, but me finishing has been really bad. But I'm just putting that down to nerves, and obviously it's all a learning curve, and with it being my first time in all these new arenas, so I'm slowly but surely getting used to it.
Yeah, we tipped you last week to win that game as well against Phil. So every time you missed a double, I was shouting at the TV.
The Bombers banker.
I owe you the £5.
In fact, because I mean, you played well in Butlins in the UK Open, of course, a nice run to the semi-final there. That's a different type of atmosphere down at Butlins, isn't it? I mean, all of these events, they're just so, thousands of people screaming, and you seem relaxed on the stage.
Yeah. I mean, I love playing on the TV in front of the thousands of viewers and in front of the big crowds. I really enjoy it. They're slowly but surely getting used to me as well. As they started chanting my name last week, and they've been doing that for the last few weeks. So I think the Family Guy sort of theme helps towards that. It gets people on my side, and it's something that I'm enjoying doing, and I want to keep doing it, playing on the biggest stages in the sport of darts.
Steve, do you think that, obviously coming from the BDO, and you had a really successful BDO career, do you think, obviously you got used to winning on stage, do you think that's really helped you sort of launch in the PDC?
Definitely, yeah. It's helped in the fact that I know that I can play to my best and I can win on the big stage. It might have hindered me as to when I come over, I was winning everything over there, and I took a bit of a knock because I started losing some games over on the PDC. But I think you've got to realise that the gulf in class between the two. The BDO was a good, obviously 95 average play, but when you're playing in the PDC now, you've got to have average 100 just to keep in games, and it's just raising my game each and every tournament I play in, and I think it's improving me in the long run.
Well, I think I've got a bet with somebody that you'll be in the top 8 in the world after your 2-year anniversary, so I'm still looking to collect on that anyway, Stephen, so keep it going.
No, I'll try my best. Obviously, being involved in the World Series as well, I'm playing all over the world now, so I'm just really enjoying it at the minute, and every tournament I play in I look forward to. I always go to win, so hopefully I can pick up a major soon.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much for your time for joining us on Behind the Bar, Stephen, and best luck for Thursday in Cardiff.
Good luck.
No problem at all. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, mate. Cheers. Okay, it's great to hear him from the Bullet, Stephen Bunting. And of course, Steve, thank you for your time there.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me along.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Tungsten Tales, where we're keeping you at the sharp end of world darts. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. And join us next week with more Behind the Bar with Paul Starr, where we grab more value from William Hill, the proud sponsor of the World Darts Championship. We look forward to seeing you then.